Man accused of setting multiple grass fires in Oklahoma says he misses being a firefighter. I didn't mean to laugh. I was trying to get through it without laughing.
Can I start with the positive?
Please.
This is a person in touch with their feelings.
You know what, Angela? I like that. Yes.
This is a person who sat down and said, I miss this. This was a part of my life. Fighting fires. It was something that brought me, all this joy. And I want some of that feeling back.
Right.
Was this the way to go about it? Perhaps not.
Maybe not.
Perhaps not the best choice.
But you know what? Okay, let's take you on this journey. A former Custer City firefighter,
which I think I know why he's former,
has been arrested and accused of intentionally setting nearly a dozen grass fires in Dewey and Custer counties, burning more than 400 acres of land.
Are we going to focus on the number or the love? I would hope we will focus on the love.
Court documents show that the suspect, 32-year-old Skylar Terrell, allegedly told...
The name is stupid.
Well, Skylar Terrell sounds straight out of Blade Runner.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Allegedly told the authorities he thought. Now, this was... I want you to hear that this was a thought process.
This wasn't a crime of passion. It was in terms of his own life passion, but it wasn't something he didn't consider or think through.
Well, he said he thought fighting these fires that he had said could help him get his job back, y'all. That's what he thought.
He was setting up an audition.
He was.
That's all what he was saying is, let me show you what I can do. I'm not going to just walk up in here and be like, I want my job back, because anybody can do that. I'm going to show you that I still have the skills. Okay.
And he reportedly also told authorities that he is obsessed with fire. And that Skylar, is the problem. that right there, Skylar, is the crux of the biscuit.
That is the crux of the biscuit. Okay. There it is. That's the truth. So apparently Terrell was seen by the firefighters. Oh, Terrell. I can't, Skylar. At 5 different fire locations on the same day. What's he doing here to across town at this fire? And contrary to what people might believe, firefighters, they do have some investigative skills. Okay.
Wait a minute. You was in Dewey County earlier. Then you were over in Custer County. Now you back over here in Dewey County?
I've seen you all day, Skylar. So the first 2 fires he admitted to setting occurred on the same day. One of I think a local station's storm chasers caught one of those fires on camera.
Jeez. Oh, my goodness.
Skylar. According to court documents, firefighters reported that Terrell was the one to call them in. So not only
is he setting them,
he calls the fire department. He's also the first at the scene when the firefighters show up, and even helped put them out. Fire investigators learned that the spots where Terrell helped put out the fires were where the fires originated. Okay.
He admitted to setting all 8 fires, saying he misses being a firefighter.
And this is what the system does. We teach men to keep their feelings bottled up inside, to not show that they're vulnerable. And then Skylar does, and what happens? Bam, he's in jail.
We rest, Your Honor.
Okay.
A probable cause affidavit says that Terrell was stopped by Oklahoma Highway Patrol, but then he was released and left that area.
So they stopped him because they thought something wasn't right, but then they're like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. But in early March, agents with the State Department of Agriculture, Food and Forestry, met with Terrell. Court documents say he was seen at suspicious fires on 3 dates in February. Officials said they noticed that he called a family member who works for the Custer City Fire Department to notify them of all the fires.
So just in case you didn't witness him at these other fires, he did you the service of telling you.
Yes.
Where they were and then being there when you showed up.
And calling his family members to tell them where the fire.
Girl, there's a fire. Right here in front of me. I was just walking down the street here over on the left side of town and northwest corner of Maple, and it was on fire. I'm doing the best I can, but send a truck.
Skylar admitted that he did set these fires with a cigarette lighter because he thought it could help him get back on the fire department if they saw him at the fires trying to put them out when they arrived.
Okay, I want you to understand that he'd like to be discovered.
Yes.
For his fire making skills, much like the young actor who comes out to Hollywood.
Yes.
And is like, I'm just going to walk around this area where there are a lot of places and somebody will discover me.
Right. It's the counter at Schwab's. You know
exactly.
What I mean?
Like somebody he's going to be sitting there putting the fire, and one fire person's going to go over to another fire person and go, that kid's got something.
The dream casting of criminals is really interesting. Because to me, that you could inception yourself that this is going to be the outcome of you taking a lighter and setting the world on fire.
They go, you know what?
Is that they're going to welcome you back in their warm embrace?
You see the way he was like, let me put out this fire. I mean,
wow.
He's got something. He's got something. It'd be crazy to let him walk out of here. Like, what is it? I want to know what was, they say, envision what your ideal day would be. How did he think this was going to go down? What was he trying to go for? That the fire commissioner, they'd be like, you got to come here. There's this guy here. It's like he knows the fire. He's amazing. Commissioner's like, I don't need to come down there. I've seen nothing. Like, you've got to. And they get him to come down and watch. And he just nods his head and goes, kid, here's your hat. Here's your suit. Welcome to the team. Like what did Skylar? What did he think?
He pleaded guilty to charges that he communicated with whom he. Oh no! Oh, that was something else.
No, it gets worse. Yeah, Skylar has some problems with the law that are not.
Yeah, Skylar ain't right.
Skylar's really not right. Skylar, he also, his other brush with the law, and that's a very weak way of putting it, he pled guilty to charges that he communicated with someone who he thought was a 14-year-old girl, but was actually an investigator posing as a teenager. And he was sentenced to 117 days in jail and 160 hours of community service for that charge. He, of course, now faces 70 years in prison if found guilty of all his new charges.
Which is crazy.
Yes.
That the arson and the destruction of property.
And it's not these are like, I think the impression I got is that these were fields.
They were fields.
Yeah.
It's far more important than 14-year-old kids.
Oh, the guy here who burned down the paper warehouse?
Yeah.
He's facing 99 years. They won't give you 99 years no matter how many children you would assault.
Or women or anybody.
This is what I'm saying. But you burn down some paper?
Yeah.
And for real, Skylar, I anticipate Skylar getting all of those years.
I do too.
And quite clearly, I'm okay with it.
Angela, there was a time in this country that if you wanted a job, you went in for the job interview.
You maybe went on LinkedIn.
Maybe on monster.com, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. But you know what? You didn't go out there and start just making jobs for yourself. Okay.
No, that's not.
Because nobody's hired you.
That's not. You don't burn down a house and then say, I'm a contractor, I can build you a house. That's not how that works.
I'm Frances Callier.
And I'm Angela V. Shelton.
We are Frangela. Thank you so much for listening to
Idiot of the Week.
Week.